Hello, my name is Colton River and I'm an aspiring musician and music lover. This week I got to go on vacation with my girlfriend. We went to Nashville, Tennessee. While we were there, we had the pleasure of seeing Adam Neely and Sean Crowder as Sungazer, as well as Shub Saron and his band, and an amazing band we had never heard before in Ryan Connors. We also got to see Bob Schneider, all fantastic class acts. It was a great time, and I definitely recommend going to Nashville or seeing any of those bands if you ever get the chance. At the end of my vacation, I had a little time left, so I decided to do some modifications to my guitars and equipment. I've needed for a long time to set up my green American Professional Strat a little bit better than it was, and I also wanted to change the color of the pickguard on my Telecaster. However, that's when tragedy struck. I was adjusting the neck on my green Stratocaster, and I put the hex key inside the truss rod adjustment slot like I've done, 50 times before. And I went to turn it, and as I turned it, it caught a little bit and then just spun free. I had stripped out my truss rod, something I think every guitarist who's ever touched his own truss rod has, had nightmares about. The problem with that is replacing a neck on a Stratocaster, especially a neck like an American Professional neck, can be really expensive. The neck alone is, I believe, $550. And then on top of that, you have to pay someone to cut the nut at the top of it. And then mounting yourself you can do, but you can also pay someone to do. So as the costs added up and up and up, I started to kind of wonder what I was going to do. I kind of wonder a little bit about the guitar itself. It was out of warranty at this point, so I couldn't return it or anything, but I've never had a truss rod just spin immediately. And I wondered if maybe it wasn't already stripped or partially stripped when I got the guitar. So with facing a probably, $800-ish bill, I was looking at what my options were, and I decided to go ahead and buy a new guitar. I have been saving money, so I was in a position, fortunately, to be able to go ahead and look at buying this new guitar. Since I live in Indiana and not terribly far from Fort Wayne, I decided to take a trip up to Sweetwater Sound. I buy a lot of my new equipment from them. They're fantastic, and I'll explain as we go along more about that. As we were driving up there, I had 3 guitars picked out. Now I knew I wanted a Stratocaster, I knew I wanted a maple neck, and I knew I wanted an SSS pickup configuration. While I like the HSS, there's just some sounds I wanted a little more out of the traditional SSS, and it was kind of fun to own an SSS as well, and now is the time. So the 3 guitars I decided to look at when I went in there was an American Professional Stratocaster, a Sweetwater edition with sapphire blue and some modifications I'll get into that kind of puts it out of the realm of a actual American Professional. A Fender American Ultra series guitar, and I picked that because it had some of the appointments that I liked, and the neck was supposedly better, and the pickups were going to be rounder and supposedly more towards like the 50s pickups, which is something I had a lot of interest in anyway. The last guitar I picked out was an American Professional with a maple neck, just like my one that I had broken, minus the SSS configuration. And I figured that would be kind of a one-to-one replacement for my green guitar if the other 2 just didn't sound good or I didn't like them. I was really excited to drive down to Sweetwater, and when I got there, we kind of went over everything, and my girlfriend filmed all of it, so I'm gonna kind of show you a little bit of my trip and how I selected a guitar, and all that stuff is next, so thank you for watching. This is us arriving at Sweetwater. So after an hour on the most boring Indiana roads imaginable, we are coming up on Sweetwater Sound on the left in, like, it's that thing right there. It's FYI. Do you see the giant thing?
Giant billboard?
Yeah, well, yeah, that thing.
I don't see it.
With 1,000 cars in the parking lot.
Where is it?
It's right there. All right, here we are, Sweetwater Sound. And we are here today. We were buying a Stratocaster because I broke mine. Oh yeah, look, there's a parking spot right there.
This way?
I think so. My girlfriend wanted to document this because she felt like this was probably going to be my new #1 guitar. And I think you'll see that is in fact the case and why it is here shortly.
You're like a reality star.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hi guys,
How are you doing?
Hey, I'm gonna need my phone, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. We had to cut here because my phone had the serial numbers for all 3 guitars I had picked out on the way to Sweetwater, and I couldn't film and give the representative both of them. The representative I met there, his name was Ethan. Ethan was incredible. I'm gonna get more into that later too. Highly recommend if you're going to Sweetwater and Ethan is there and you're buying a guitar, talk to that guy. He is awesome. So after I gave all the guitars I wanted to the rep, They told us it would be about 15 to 20 minutes, and so we decided to do a little exploring. Rob Scallion did the largest pedalboard, and Sweetwater helped him. And this is part of it right here. These are all fuzz pedals, it looks like. So it's ridiculous. And there's the employees that are at Sweetwater. Oh, they digitized it. It used to be just paper. We decided to try to get some food as we kind of driven up there sort of on a whim and sort of with a small amount of time.
We found out there's no food, so it was super disappointing.
That was really disappointing. I was disappointed.
I'm gonna, when I write my review of this place, that's gonna downgrade it, just so you know. That it's gonna be like, this would be a great place, except their food isn't open on Sunday, and that pisses me off.
That's the one thing that...
I literally said that as we drove here.
There's a Sweetwater security emergency vehicle that also has seats in it.
Did they have food?
I don't think it has food, no.
Then I don't care.
1674, now 1674. I don't think they did a very good job on the sale part.
Yeah, that sale sucks. It's the one you're gonna try?
Yeah, this is one of them, one of the three. I'm doing 2 American Professionals and an Ultra. It's the alien one that you thought was really stupid.
I don't think it looks stupid. I thought it reminded me of a frog.
That's what you said, frog, yeah. Frog. It's not.
Like Karopi from Hello Kitty.
Oh, yeah. Sweetwater gets all these exclusive colors, which are kind of neat. Like this is like black wood. Kind of neat.
There's like literally like a billion colors, and you're like, ooh, the black one. Say something interesting.
I don't have anything interesting to say.
That's not the one you want.
It's an HHS. So after they pulled the guitars, I got to go into the private room and try them out. The private room was incredible. In the private room?
It's because you're a big spender, spending G's, you big spender.
I think it's more of like, I didn't pop any kids out, so. Here's a Blues Junior. This will be close to what I got. So they're unboxing them now. How do you think that feels weird? I do feel like some kind of weird guy. I feel like I should probably be wearing better pants if these people are gonna treat me like this. You know what I mean?
Nah, just make it rain, man.
That's what we're doing. I'm not super happy about having to do it, but I was less happy about breaking my neck. Well, they got the blue one out. The orange one might have the 50s sound I'm looking for, though. We talked about that, remember? And we had the backup orange one in case none of them are good. I started with the blue American Professional. It felt amazing in my hands. It was really, really pretty too, and I was already kind of in love with that one.
Sounds
pretty.
Beautiful.
It was at this point they brought in the Fender American Ultra, and I still wanted to try a few more things with the blue guitar. I wanted to push the amp a little harder and try a few more different things. Definitely have like a lot more like spank on them than that one is going to. Let's give it a little more ass, Lori. What do you say?
You got good ass.
It's not plugged in. I do?
I'm looking at it right now.
I wanted to try the DSL, which I also own. Just control the bus. Okay. I'm an idiot. That's the problem. Sounds so good.
It sounds amazing.
That's got some ass on it. Alright, let's try the Ultra. That one's pretty amazing. This, though, already feels better in my hands.
Why?
The neck feels amazing on this one.
The neck doesn't feel amazing on that one?
Really. No, it feels really, really good on this one. So that one is way hotter. The 69s are way hotter. These aren't anywhere near as ass-ended, but oh, the tone was way down too. That might be part of the problem. That could have been. I should really know how to play a guitar. I've been doing it for a long time. You think I'd be a lot better at it?
Yeah, give it a go.
That one sounds cleaner though. It sounds a lot cleaner. This is a winner so far. Can you see this does something? Oh, look, it does. I really like that one. After getting to play the Ultra, I had a bit of a decision to make. The Ultra's neck felt incredible. It was otherworldly. I don't think I've ever played a neck that felt quite that good. I knew at that point it was between the blue American Professional and the Ultra, but I had a pretty big decision to make. This one just feels better to play.
It doesn't feel...
This one, I like playing this one, but this one has more heart.
No, it's hearty and it sounds good. I like the blue one.
Yeah, I think it's got a better sound.
I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, it's not just me.
No.
And also, it can do this, which this one can't do. Or that one can't do. I separate better on this one too. This one.
Yeah.
So I finally had made a decision. Now we needed to find Ethan, which proved more difficult because I think he was on a break or something. And I ran into another guy who actually asked me a bunch of stuff about Muse, and was super helpful as well. I was going to go with the black pickguard and the white pickup parts, accessory parts, but my girlfriend actually talked me out of that, and as you'll see later, I was very glad that she did. Now that the decision was made, we just had to wait for them to get the guitar all set up. I was very surprised, but Ethan agreed to actually basically kind of soft set up the guitar himself. It was already set up in pretty good playing condition, but he went through and took the new gauge strings I picked, 10s, and matched the bridge tension of that as well as the string height. So now all we do was wait for him to finish that. Oh, he also installed my my accessory parts in different colors. Ethan was incredible. Now we just had to wait until the guitar was set up. While we were waiting, my girlfriend took a picture of a really adorable dog that was there at Sweetwater that day, and there's a little bit of that here. And then we decided to go get some snacks from the cafeteria. Okay, so we got, this is string cheese. Mm-hmm. There we go, all right, cool. Good.
Dinner.
This is dinner. And although I said no, my girlfriend was insistent that I go down the slide like all the other music YouTubers. What do you need a second take for?
Safety shot. Okay, now when you're at the top of there, put your hands up in victory. Woo! Not good at victory, man.
This is a total waste of time. Stuff
That was amazing.
was not. And so here I am at home opening up my new Fender American Professional Stratocaster, although it has a lot more features than a normal American Professional does. Those are locking tuners there. That is a roasted maple neck, which is not only gorgeous to look at, but feels amazing to play. The entire body is finished in a sapphire transparent blue, which is a Sweetwater exclusive color. It comes loaded with 69 custom shop pickups, which have tons of glass and tons of low end, and are really hot. They're perfect for my style of playing. And I'm very happy with this. This is my my new number one here, and it is an amazing guitar. I couldn't have asked for a better one. Here they are together, my old number one, and now my new number one.